Hey everyone, ever wondered about the different types of bees? Stick around because in the next 2 minutes, we're going to dive into the world of bees. First up, let's talk about the honeybee. These guys are the most well-known bees and for good reason. They live in large colonies with a queen, workers, and drones. Honeybees are incredible pollinators and are responsible for pollinating about 1/3 of the food we eat. They also make honey and beeswax, which are super useful for humans. Next we have the bumblebee. These bees are larger and fuzzier than honeybees. They're not as organized in huge colonies, but they're great at pollinating flowers, especially for plants like tomatoes, blueberries, and other crops. Bumblebees are also more resilient to cold, which makes them essential for early spring pollination. Let's move on to the carpenter bee. Now, these bees can look a little intimidating because they often bore holes into wood to build their nests. But don't worry, they're not aggressive. Carpenter bees actually help pollinate flowers, and despite their name, they aren't destructive to your home unless the wood is already rotting. Now meet the solitary bees. Unlike honeybees or bumblebees, solitary bees live and work alone. They don't form large colonies, and each bee takes care of its own nest. Solitary bees are incredible pollinators, especially for plants that honeybees don't visit often. They often nest in the ground or in hollow stems of plants. Next up, we have the leafcutter bee. These bees are super unique because they cut pieces of leaves to line their nests. Don't worry, they don't harm your garden. Leafcutter bees are amazing at pollination and are especially helpful in pollinating crops like alfalfa and clover. Finally, the mason bee. These are another type of solitary bee that creates nests in hollow spaces. They're amazing pollinators, especially for fruit trees. Mason bees can be much more efficient at pollinating than honeybees because they're often active earlier in the spring when other bees are still dormant. So there you have it. Bees come in all shapes and sizes, and they're all important for keeping our ecosystems healthy. Next time you see a bee, you'll know exactly what kind it is. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fun facts.